Hello, BookTube. Going on? It's hotter than Hades back in here. I mean, we've been dealing with temperatures in the 90s. Today it got up to like 96. 1st of October and it's friggin' 96 degrees. So this is my wrap up in TBR, but if you want to know what I've been into, you know, which why wouldn't you? I've been out digging black cohosh, had some downtime. My philosophy is if you have downtime and you live back here, why not try to go out and make a couple bucks? So I went out and started digging this medicinal root. Now, black cohosh is one of the benefits is it's if you're going through menopause, it's supposed to be helpful, and there's some other things it's good for. I just take care of my part. The pharmaceutical places or the herbal places that get this root after I dig it, you know, all that's on them. But let me show you a short clip of what it's like to dig cohosh. Hang on. Now, if y'all can see the top of that, we're down here by the road, and I'm going to dig this one and bring it over to the camera. Well, it broke, but I got the roots for the most part. Don't fall. Now again, we're along this old country road. Here's what the tops look like. You look for that pattern. Same with the leaves. And here's what the roots look like. So don't take too awful many of these to, you know, make a pound. Of course, you got to dry it out. We're going to show you that process: chopping it, washing it, and drying it. Black cohosh. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, it was friggin' 90-some degrees. You can probably tell by when I was digging how dry the soil is around here. Last month we had no measurable precipitation, so we're in severe drought conditions here. But life goes on. So on to the wrap-up. First and foremost, I read The Art of War by Sun Tzu, and one of the most famous, him, Alexander the Great. There's probably more, Patton. A lot of useful information in here, unless you're a military man, and I am to a certain extent. Did not get to go to Iraq. I got waived on a medical, so I have not actually been in a war, but I've always found it, you know, pretty fascinating. It's probably more fascinating to someone who hasn't been shot at. But I think I gave this like 3.5 stars, maybe 4, because, you know, 12 years in the National Guard and Reserves, got a bit of a background for strategies and different things it takes to overcome the enemy. So, but still, and as I told Mark Nash, or no, he brought this up, oh, you've read the Kama Sutra and the Art of War, so you've got the ancient text covered. I was like, yep, that's pretty much it. So. And next I had for Todd and Dane's indie read-along, Aperture by Brian Andrew Loera, and this is Madman Reads and Rocks, and really like this. I gave it 4 stars. It's the dichotomy of human existence, the battle between our our subconscious and our self, and this it's really well done. Ryan is such an underrated booktuber, and he doesn't really get time to put out more videos, and he's really intelligent guy. I mean, I read Awareness, and this is the second thing that I've read that he's written, and he's really he's a deep dude. I'm not kidding. Great musician, exceptional thinker. So if you don't know Ryan at Madman Reads and Rocks, you haven't read this, please check it out. So thanks, Ryan. I enjoyed this. Like I said, easy 4 stars. Then I read The Lathe of Heaven by Ursula K. Le Guin, and gave this 4.5 stars. Or main character has dreams that change reality. Dr. Haber, the bad guy, tries to control those dreams. They end up, I don't do spoilers, but they start dicking around with reality, and you know, there's conflict back and forth. Like I said, I don't do spoilers, but if you haven't read The Lathe of Heaven, Word for World is Forest, or any other Ursula K., I suggest you get on board. Then I read Bad Brains by Kathy Koja. Again, 4.5 stars. I love the cipher. It was a 4-star read for me when this Abyss line of horror came out, and I was like, she's gonna have a bit of trouble out doing that. But Bad Brains, guy has head injury. He's a painter. Obviously it changes his personality, but it starts changing reality in terms of his paintings start to change as he changes, and that's all I'm going to give away. But it's funny, the plot reminded me a bit of Doom McKee by Stephen King, which was written years after this, because every story is twice told. You just got to put a twist on it. So, that's what I read in September. This is my October TBR. So, first off, for Todd and Dane's indie read-along, I have Indisputably Dorris by Charles Heathcote, who is also a booktuber. And I really like the first one. Dorris is a very humorous character, and actually commented on one of Charles's videos, and we were discussing things that cause nightmares, and he gave me some tips on that, because believe it or not, back when I was younger and I was mainly writing horror fiction, there goes the phone. I'm going to work on through this, but I used to eat stuff just to give me a nightmare, so.
I'm sorry?
But
Yeah.
this is Tupac Shakur, Rose That Grew From Concrete, and I've been wanting to read this for a while, so it's a book of poetry, and this guy, he died way too young. He's 25 years old. So said that's been on my TBR for a while. Then I have The Lost Conspiracy by Frances Harding, and Frances Harding came highly recommended from my friend Kara over at Wild Book Garden, and I read The Lie Tree. I liked it, and I don't normally read YA, but you know what, if you can't branch out, then maybe you ought to cash it in. That's just my opinion. But I mean, if people want to read specific genres, I totally get that. Like I said, I got locked into horror for a great many years, and I did get outside that genre if I thought a book merited me doing so, but so I get it. So just everybody just keep doing what you're doing. And then I have Prayer for Owen Meany by John Irving. And I have not read John Irving. I have been familiar with this author for a long time. Cider House Rules. I didn't realize the guy was inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame in Stillwater, Oklahoma. So, guy might be a force to be reckoned with. So, I'm hoping his writing is, going to do that. So, A Remarkable Novel, a Rare Creation, Stephen King. So there you go. King gave him a thumbs up, so I'm going to give it a try. But, as always, cheers my friends. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me back here in this hot, blankety-blank room. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to give this video one finger up or a thumb. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.